Third down and 9.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
We own it. We own it.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. 11 yards there, just like last play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Look at me. Go. Sit.
The toss out to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Jones on first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott now. Flushed out right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Let's go,
line.
D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away. Now from tying this football game. Now Forbath for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Begin. Here we go, 46.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. It's caught. Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Prescott now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back now in Arlington. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 4th-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Wood.
Back to throw. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that look.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big 1st down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
80 weapons. Hard.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Jones throw on target to Shepard. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw. Jones got a man, Slayton. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten there to make the grab. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Good running for Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go to Barkley again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
Brings up 4th down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real